y'all slip out the South. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the South is strong. You day kings back to back like about 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports or get torn apart. Home team.
What's happening, home team? What's happening?
Home team.
Got a good one on the docket for y'all tonight.
Fans got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come weak with the text, get late to rest. Home
team. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody that done came through.
Home team.
Appreciate everybody that come through. They gon' come. Got a real interesting conversation because I done heard some pretty bullshit today. But we gotta keep this conversation going with, is this hype or is this legit? How we going now? It's only one way really to know. We got to go play some football, baby.
Don't speak about the cell, what you tone. Mercedes Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, back to bed like a boss. Sub on, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM made me, this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports, so you're torn apart. Home team.
Appreciate everybody for coming through. It's the home team with Blackberry. That's Blackberry no C, just a cake. And per usual, I got by my side Will, the Georgia Reaper. We call him Big Will. What's going on with you, Will?
What's happening? What's happening? Georgia, Texas, boy. What's happening, my boy?
Hey, man, what's up with your Georgia Texas boy? What's up with your Kashido? What's up with your Dre Woods and Philip Crawford? We appreciate everybody that's already came through.
Everybody.
When they come through, we gonna jump right into this. I'm finna go ahead and get this link for y'all.
Y'all getting goddamn gold right now. Y'all seeing Will a lot right now, goddamn. Goddamn.
Big Will done graced us with a present quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Oh, got to go live on Instagram. Got to make sure to do that. All right. The link is in the chat. I'm about to pin it in the chat. Let's try to make this an intriguing conversation so it ain't long. Not necessarily short, but not long either. Link pinned in the chat. The link is pinned in the chat. I want opinions. We getting backlash about not us per se, but people that's high on Michael Penix Jr. and what he's gonna provide to the Falcons. Those people are getting backlash because they say that he's not the best quarterback in the division.
Boy, Philip Crawford, man. What the fuck? These niggas.
What he said. We see Big Will. What do we see?
Y'all motherfucking hell, boy.
A1 Hot Sauce in here. He said, "What's good, fam? First time checking in. Appreciate you for coming through, A1 Hot Sauce."
I was about to say, I ain't never heard that name, goddamn. I'm about to say, did the A137 salt change the name, goddamn?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking first. I was thinking the A137, he done changed the name, but this somebody else, man. Hey, man, appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit that share button for me, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you for coming through. Xavier Littman, what's happening with the red and black? But yeah, man, people that's high on Michael Penix Jr. and think that he gonna provide some playoff level production to this team, they're getting a lot of backlash, man. Biggest thing I'm hearing and that I'm seeing is that he's not the best quarterback in the division. They're saying Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback in the NFC South. And therefore, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still the team to beat in the NFC South. They've won a division last handful of seasons standpoint, and from the standpoint of people think that they just legitimately have the better roster than the Atlanta Falcons. And they have the best quarterback in their opinion. Big Wheel, when we're looking at the quarterback position in the NFC South, what's your thoughts on who's the best quarterback in the NFC South right now? What's your thoughts on that? He probably can't answer. Right now.
You just had me a question?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. what you say, bro?
What's up with you, Jonte Rozier? And I said, based on the quarterback position in the NFC South right now, how are you looking at the quarterback position in the South and determining who the team to beat is in the South?
Well, right now, we got to give the old stinking ass Baker Mayfield for right now. I got to give the Baker Mayfield because he done it. Even though we gave Tampa Bay the division 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row, Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield has showed up. I ain't gonna even lie. He came up some big game. He literally put the team on his legs sometimes. You know what I mean? When he won the game with his legs or whatever, just making big plays. Right now, we still got to see what Michael Penix got for us, but I put him at number 2 in the division. I put him at number 2. Put Bryce Young at number 3 by default because the Saints sorry as shit. So Bryce Young gonna be at number 3 by default.
By default, yeah.
By default, but yeah, it's just like we just don't know right now with Michael Penix. We know he got talent, he got potential. It's there, we see it. But I want to see what he worked on. The only thing I worry about with him was intermediate passing. I want to see have he got better at that. If that's what he focused himself on this offseason. So if he completed and worked on that, we good, bro. We good.
Now, a lot of the criticism that Falcons are getting in regards to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is that because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the better quarterback, that basically automatically puts the Falcons out of playoff contention and only winning 8 to 9 games again or 7 to 9 games again this season. What do you think them having the better quarterback? Do you think that gives them the edge, or do you or what? Do you think that gives Tampa the edge on us?
No. What gives them the edge on us is them knowing we can't finish. And that shit need to change this year. Last 4 years, we ain't been able to finish, bro. We giving up the division. We had lead in the division. We had chance to win the division. We just can't finish. That's what we got to work on, and that's what I hope that we'd improved on. Is we have picked up the ability to finish, and if we can do that, ain't nothing stopping us, bro.
When I listen to people's takes on why they putting still Tampa at the top of this division at the end of this season, when I listen to their reasons why, they kind of like half truths a little bit. because they put in the Falcons every time. Now these same people now, these same, like I done watched some outlets, man, on YouTube. Well, I done seen them go down the roster, go down the list of the players that we got. They think we got the coaches in the right place. They praise Bijan Robinson. They praise Drake London. They'll praise Tyler Algier and Darnell Mooney and the offensive, the offensive line. They'll even talk about how Michael Penix is, he shows a lot of moxie and he shows that he's mature beyond his years. They'll say all of these things, right? But then they'll look at Tampa Bay and say they got the better quarterback, so we still got to give, and they're a stacked roster. We got to get him the division. When I listen to that, I think to myself, what was so great about Tampa last year? And the only thing I think about that was actually great about Tampa, well, two things. Of course, the connection with Baker Mayfield and your boy, the receiver. What the fucking name is?
Evans.
Mike Evans. God damn. Yeah. The connection with Mike Evans and Baker. And
that run game. That two back run game system they got.
Yeah, I'll say that run game. I say they got a good run game. I ain't gonna call it great yet because that offensive line still ass.
But they just got good backs.
They got very good backs.
Mm-hmm.
But on the defense side of the ball, that interior defense is great. So when I think about that and I look at the Falcons and I say, well, we were missing interior pressure. That was definitely something that was missing last year. And when it comes to everything else, I don't really see anything else that the Bucs were just that much better than us in. I really don't. Because other than quarterback play, I really don't see anything else that they were that much better than us at. I think we got the better secondary unit for sure, without question. I think we got the better run game, better offensive line. I think when it comes to receivers, it's about neck and neck. It's about the same. Maybe we get the edge because I like our number 2 better than theirs. I'm just not convinced that Chris Godwin is back to form. I don't think he is. I think he
ain't even gonna start the season
as much as he could. Huh?
He ain't even gonna start the season. They're gonna miss him and the offensive tackle. They're gonna miss both of them.
Right. And now we got McMillan, who is gonna miss the beginning of the season and possibly even more. So when I look at the Tampa Bay team itself in whole, and I look at the Falcons, nothing tells me that Tampa Bay is the team to beat just based off of personnel standpoint. But of course, they've won it the past handful of seasons. They've won the division, and I don't like saying this, but as of now, you got to get a coaching edge to them with Todd Bowles. So I will give them that. I will give them that. But the way people just automatically just saying this is Tampa's division and it's theirs to lose, I don't see how they can be.
Well, it's by default, bro. It's definitely by default. It's by them seeing us fail 3 years straight, giving the division up. That's all it is. We had the division in hand and we gave it up, and that's what the world has seen: us giving the division up. And who's been taking it? Tampa Bay. so that's why they seeing it like that, because they can't trust us right now, and I don't blame them because we ain't been closing the deal. It's just that simple, bro. It's a hard hitting point, but it's just that simple, dog. We got to take it.
It is. It's a fair point. And when I talked about how the beat reporter for ESPN was talking to the guy that be on with Colin Cowherd, and the guy with Colin Cowherd said he thinks that the guy that we on with Colin, not Colin himself, but the guy that be on with him, the little Polynesian looking dude. I don't know why I keep saying that dude look Polynesian, because he does. But he said he thinks that Michael Penix Jr. is the next Matthew Stafford, based off of when the reporter came to Atlanta to camp last week, or earlier this week, or whenever it was. He said that everybody's speaking so highly about Michael Penix, and nobody really has anything to say that he needs to work on, or something that he's not good at, or something that he could improve on. Nobody's saying anything like that. He said most places he goes, that's going to be the case. Coaches are going to pump the brakes a little bit. They're not going to be so high on the quarterback because they don't want to they don't want to look biased or something. I don't fucking know, but he don't get that when he come to Atlanta to report about what's going on in Atlanta when it comes to Michael Penix. It's nothing crazy.
I'm not gonna fault them for having confidence.
He say it's mostly from people that was affiliated with the LA Rams when Raheem was in LA and Zach Robinson was in LA. So he was kind of hinting at that the coaches are not delusional, but he was kind of hinting at that they're too biased in their takes about when they report, what they seeing out of their quarterback. And it kind of gave me this, well, we already know that the media always try to find something to goddamn be negative about when it comes to Atlanta. But it just kind of it gave me more validation that if they can find a crack, if they can find a chink, anything to goddamn say that the Falcons are delusional, Falcon fans, or whatever the case is, that's what they're going to hang their hat on. And that's why they keep using Tampa as this conduit to be like, well, that's the measuring stick in the NFC South. You can't be high on the Falcons in the NFC South until they supersede the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And to me, that's just it's some fuckery, if you ask me. It's fuckery. George Test Bus said exactly. We lost the Division 3. Oh, yeah. They're right. They tell 251 say, how y'all think Brandon Doyle's going to do?
Hey, that boy, that's the one you got to watch out for. That boy finna show his ass. That boy got violent hands, boy.
Yeah. And see, look, when we were looking at Brandon Doyle's in the game, we was like, damn, that boy 295, that boy don't look like he almost 300 pounds.
That boy was moving.
That boy is well put together at 295. Boy,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's why when we asked about the boy from Miami, what his name is?
I don't even know that motherfucker. I don't know. Bow, is it Bow? I don't know.
I'm finna pull it up.
Somebody in the chat gonna say it in a minute, goddamn.
Yeah, somebody gonna see it. Simeon Barrett Jr. That's his name.
Yeah.
Simeon Barrett Jr. When we asked about him, we look at he's 6'3". He's the same height as Brandon Doyle, and he's 283 pounds, and he looked like he built like a damn minivan. And it just leads you to think.
It goes a tree stump.
Yeah, like how are you really taking this shit as serious as you need to take it? And then when we watch these preseason games, we don't hear your damn name.
I've been here.
So it's
88. I started as the student manager here.
Brandon Douglas is going to be a goddamn stud, in my opinion.
what it means to have Coach Prime.
Hey, Auntie Pam. How you
He's
doing?
gonna get way more opportunities now, that's for sure. Dreddy said, I'm eager to see our defensive front when it counts. D. Coleman in the house. What's up with you, D. Coleman?
Larry,
Every
is
coach
that
in the division got to look themselves in the mirror with the fact that Bowles is the best coach in the division.
Larry? Zach ain't no sleeper no more. Everybody know that boy coming. Everybody know that boy coming. That boy
Zach
looking
Harris.
good. Yeah, he looking good too, boy.
And Joe Texas boy, right? You don't get that hate for Josh Allen in Buffalo.
No, we already know why they hate Atlanta so much, man. We just we just that city that everybody want to be like, bro. So it's against the law for us to have confidence in our quarterback. We haven't earned that right to the people to have confidence.
Yo, what's wrong with us being confident in our quarterback? And I guess they want us to be like, they want us to be, well, not us per se, but they want the coaching staff or players to be saying something like, yeah, you know, we're gonna work on him with his footwork, or we're gonna work on him with his ball placement, or we're gonna work on him with putting some touch on the ball on the shorter intermediate route. Like,
They want the
if
coaching
that's
staff to
what
be
you're looking
scared
for,
to have, yeah, they want them to be scared to have confidence in their quarterback. No, we see. I mean, whatever he got that we need to work on, we ain't telling y'all, motherfucker. We gonna work on it. We ain't got to tell y'all what the fuck we feel like you need to work on.
straight up.
They know
What's
what he
going
got to
on with
work on.
Big Pal?
They see this nigga every day.
Yeah, boy. Shout out to Miss Pam and one of the lady birds of AFN. They coming on later on tonight.
AFN representative.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Pam. Well, I want to grow up one day and be just like Miss Pam.
She be everywhere.
She be everywhere, boy. Shout out to Miss Pam, man. Just tell boy, damn sure don't hear it in Kansas City, boy. Say that. Now, see, I get it. I get now. First thing somebody else say about that, yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes, though. Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes don't do everything great. If don't nothing tell you that, the damn Super Bowl should tell you that.
Yeah, he definitely don't. And ain't nobody know that man was gonna be great like that coming out of college. If you say you did, you're lying. You're lying, some bitch.
Lying straight
And
through your
and
damn dentures.
and the Reed turned that nigga into a beast, boy.
It's this complex. I think a lot of the media got when it's not we not doing our jobs if we don't try to put down Atlanta at some point. We can't keep talking high about Atlanta. At some point, we got to put them down in some kind of way. It's like a complex they got. What's up with your Larry? A137 sauce. A1, you got a cousin in the house. A1 hot sauce.
No, y'all condiments stick together.
Hey, man, the link is pinned in the chat, man. It's fans
Yeah,
speak.
y'all it's fast speak, bro. Why y'all ain't hitting that link? All this damn
The link
typing.
is
Get on that
pinned.
goddamn link.
The link is pinned in the chat. We're not gonna be here all day for y'all, motherfucker. Now, we gonna try to keep this thing. Try to keep this thing at an hour and a half, somewhere between an hour and a half, 2 hours. We ain't going past that. We ain't gonna be all the goddamn day now.
This y'all day. This y'all day right here.
Yeah, this all for y'all, man. 3 Duddy in the house. What's up with your 3 Duddy? Miss Pam say we had the original bird lady Keisha Burns on tonight. So if you want to know who the original bird lady is, that be at all the Falcon games, all the Falcon events since forever, it sure hell ain't that damn angry bird that they done put that they had to lock up for scamming folks. It sure hell ain't her ass. So if you want to know who the real bird lady of the Atlanta Falcon Nation is, or the Atlanta Falcons are. Check out Atlanta Falcon Nation tonight with the Lady Birds of AFN. It's going to be quite the spectacle. I can't wait. The original, the one and the only bird lady, Keisha Burns, will be on there tonight. Philip probably say, what y'all think Floyd going to do? He should get about 8 sacks. He's a sleeper. Oh, that's what you talking about. You were talking about that already, Will. Will's already talking about that. Oh, hey, man, Floyd, Leonard Floyd, he is like that quiet assassin. He kind of is like that quiet assassin. He is. And when you listen to him speak, he's not a big talker, right? He's not a big talker. So a lot of times he sound a little it don't beat me up for this if I see Leonard Floyd, but he sound a little slow sometimes when he talks.
The thing is, we forgot about Leonard. We forgot about Leonard Floyd because we got all these new toys in the draft. We chose to forget about what this goddamn beast we had already in the store.
I swear, because I always forget the every time we talk about who gonna get the most sacks, who gonna do this, do that. I always forget Leonard Floyd because we got so much other uber talent around.
Yeah. It's just we got so much option this year. It's easy to forget about veterans that been doing it so long. But one thing about that opposing quarterback ain't gonna forget about him. I guarantee you that.
And JPJ lead edge guys in sacks on the team.
JPJ is gonna be a reserve DN. He coming off the bench, y'all. He's not starting. It's gonna be Avery Katie and your boy Floyd gonna start. But it's gonna be a heavy rotation. So, like I said, it ain't much on who started. It's about the playing time. It's gonna be heavy rotation, dog. Watch what I tell you.
And I actually think that Arnold Ebiketie is gonna be the breakout guy in the sack department. You're not first in pressure generated for no reason.
Man, look.
Now he'll have more help with getting to the quarterback, which we gonna hope. Since people don't think hope is a thing in sports, you still hoping, motherfucker. We're gonna hope.
That's the point of fandom. We all hoping.
Yeah, you hoping. So we gonna hope Doylers and Rukaroro. We gonna hope him and them and Taquan Graham and David Onyemata. We gonna hope that they can generate Zach Harrison. We gonna hope that they can generate that push up the field.
And guess what, y'all? They keeping Zach Harris inside. He's gonna be dangerous with them long arms. He's inside.
Yes, sir. He's gonna be able to take advantage of short arm guards.
Yes, sir.
Take advantage of them.
Look. Every kid that has led this team the last couple years in sacks. And now he playing an attack style defense. What you think this motherfucker finna do now?
Right. AK, George Tisbo said AK better be, or his ass won't be in Atlanta. You probably right, bro. Well, I don't think he got to lead the team in sacks to still be in Atlanta, but he damn so got to damn step it up a couple notches if he want to get a contract extension.
If y'all looking for a guy to have 22 sacks in his system by himself type shit, we ain't finna have it. It's gonna be a collective type shit. You're gonna have a lot of 6, 7. You might have some 10s in that bitch. But it's gonna be they're gonna be closer together on their sacks. It ain't gonna be no one motherfucker that just take off. You know what I'm saying? Like have 22 sacks and the rest of the team, the next highs is goddamn 4. No, it's gonna be a collective group. With these sacks, we're gonna have more sacks. We're gonna be in the 40. I'm saying it now. We're gonna be in that 40, 50 range. We're gonna be in between them. We're gonna have more sacks this year. I guarantee that.
I think we're gonna be closer to 60 between.
I ain't jumping up there. I'm jumping 40 to 50.
The reason why I say that is because I'm going off of what Jeff Ulbrich has told us. He told us that guys that specialize in blitzing the quarterback, that's what he gonna have them doing. That's what he told us.
I know ain't
So
nobody said it. My bad, Blackberry. I know ain't nobody said somebody with 22 sacks. I was just giving an example. Like, if you're looking for one pass rusher to just stand out by himself, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be more of a collective. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, he used an exaggerated number.
Well, that's the last what Trey Henderson had last year.
I think he had 18 sacks.
Him or JJ Watt, TJ Watts had 20 something sacks. Somebody had 20 something sacks last year.
Oh, hold on. I want to say he only had 18. I think it was 18. Let me see.
Somebody had 20 something sacks last year, or it was the year before. I think it was last year though. Somebody had 20 something sacks.
Yeah, he had 18.
Who led the league in sacks then?
18 sacks.
Who led the league in sacks?
Trey Henderson with 18.
Oh, okay.
17 and a half. He had 17 and a half.
Okay.
The next guy was Myles Garrett with 14. That's what I'm saying. Like, when we was talking.
Michael Strahan had set the record with 22.
Yo, who was that? A couple guys with Philadelphia almost broke it some years back when that year they went to the Super Bowl and lost. A few years back. I want to say that was a couple folks on that defensive line almost broke that shit. Had 2 20-sack guys. And you had like 3 other guys that had 10. They was going bananas. They had like 70. Them motherfuckers had 70 sacks between the front 5, bro. The front 5 had 70 fucking sacks by themselves, bro. That damn pass rush that season for Philadelphia was off the chain. Southside say, yeah, in 23, TJ led with 22. Let me see. Let me see.
I knew it was either last year or the year before. I knew somebody had 20 something sacks. Knew I wasn't tripping. TJ Watt's always in the top 2 in sacks or some shit.
Nah, TJ, he had 19 in 23. He had 19 sacks.
What you looking on, ESPN?
I looked at a couple. I looked at StatMuse and I looked at Pro Football or PFL. Yeah, he had 19. All right, let me see. Because who was that? That was 20. That 22. It might have been 21. What was that? What was that year they went? Okay, in 21, he had 22 and a half. Yeah. In 21, TJ had 22 and a half.
Yeah, I got him pulled up now. Yeah. He had 19 and 23. 22, it was Nick Bosa with 18 and a half who led. And yeah, 20. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 21 was the year. Yeah, 21 was the year. We had 22.
Yeah, 22.
TJ Watt. TJ Watt had 22.
Yeah, okay. So Michael Strahan and TJ Watt, they share the record with 22.
The record, yeah, with 22 and a half. Uh-huh. Cause he posted broker, but they took that shit, they made it a half. They made it a half, and that would cost it to be a tie. Yeah.
And when they asked him about it, he said he didn't care. Yes, the fuck he did. I don't believe motherfuckers when they be trying to be humble and shit.
That's what he was respecting Strahan. He was respecting greatness. It's all good. But
Man, fuck that shit. I would have
he
been
felt he
yeah,
felt that shit, yeah. He felt that shit because he thought he broke that motherfucker.
yeah. You know, man, come on. And then you probably know it's something in his clause in his contract that he probably would have got some more money for breaking
A
the damn.
bonus. Yeah.
Man, come on. Ain't no, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm like, man, I wanted that goddamn sack. Up that half shit.
It's all right being humble, goddamn Blackberry. Damn, bro.
Man, I'm humble to an extent.
That man can show respect to his elders, man.
hey, when it comes to that money, and that shit would have broke me off a few more $1 million. Shit.
What he hurting at for money? You think he hurting?
Hey, he probably ain't hurting, but them extra few mil probably would look real good going in his pocket.
That nigga probably ain't even spent his goddamn game day checks. All this goddamn endorsements.
Yeah, see, look, Adrian Claiborne, when he broke that damn single game record, that single game sack record.
It was some sorry. We seen what it was some sorry Cowboy when he couldn't get us no more sack like that. What he ended the year with 9?
Yeah, I think he ended with 9. Yeah. They put some more money in their pocket though.
They did. Them sorry Cowboy. Sorry Cowboy. I think they had like 3 linemen hurt or some shit.
Hey, Big Pal said, yeah, and they drug tested the next day.
Yeah.
He passed that shit though, Big Pam. He passed that shit.
It wasn't the drugs, it was the Cowboys.
So hey man, the link is pinned in the chat. Y'all hit the link, man. Y'all come in and talk your shit. But so when we got some content creators, man, that oh boy, when I say sometimes when I listen to a motherfucker talk, I just be wishing sometimes somebody just come out of nowhere in the background and say, please shut the fuck up. Because okay, so Raheem Moore, all season long, Raheem Morris has been probably the number one topic amongst the fan base. Obviously, because of shit that happened in 2024. Not using timeouts or not taking Kirk Cousins out or till it was too late. Those were the two major things, right? He lost us a game not calling a timeout. That's what they would say. He lost us a few other games by not taking out Kirk Cousins when he should have. All that, right? All that shit was the talking points. All this offseason, some of us, like myself, I'm on record at the time of him being hired. I'm on record for saying I don't like the hire. I didn't like it because I thought Bill Belichick was a better option. Did not like that we passed on Bill for Raheem Moore.
I don't think nobody's seen Raheem Moore as the coach, to be truthful. Nobody had him there. Everybody was shocked when he got hired.
It came out of left field. Nobody was even putting his name in the damn hat.
Yeah, he wasn't even top 3.
Hat.
He wasn't even top 3.
Nobody was talking about Raheem Moore as being the possible option to be our head coach last year. But when it happened, most of us expressed that. No, I won't like this shit. We don't like the direction you're going with this. But what I've done since then, like I always do, I'm going to support my coach. And I'm going to look at why. I'm going to look at why and how he can be a good option for us, what he can bring to the table. It's always been about him being a player's coach. Everybody under the damn yellow sun knows that that's the very first trait that you look at as a coach with Raheem Morris. His ability to galvanize a group of men together to all play on one mission on one accord. They will get up to play for Raheem Morris. He's very well respected around the NFL amongst players and coaches. Even so, to the point that, well, you got people saying that he was the chosen one by the NFL. Well, I would feel very lucky and privileged to have the quote unquote chosen one as my head coach, right? But for some reason, some people wanted to take offense, not offense, but some people wanted to look down upon that. And all season long, that was the driving point. How Raheem Morris, he the chosen one. Raheem Morris ain't this, and he ain't that, and he ain't did this, and he ain't did that. But here'll come some time for some football to get played. Here'll come time for some guys to prove their worth in training camp. And when the conversation come up about starters not playing in preseason, fans are heavily criticized for wanting to see starters get some burn in the preseason for different reasons, right? I don't understand why it's an issue for fans all of a sudden to want to see their starters get some burn in the preseason when we've watched before, guys, the team come out in the first game. Everybody said they looked lost in that Pittsburgh game last year. Everybody said that. They looked like they didn't know what was going on. They looked slow. Nobody looked like they had got adjusted to the speed of the game well. Everything looked out of sorts in that Pittsburgh Steelers game last year, and we got our asses railroaded by Justin Fields and Pittsburgh Steelers.
And they didn't score a touchdown.
And not one touchdown was scored. Not one. But all of a sudden, now that players are being kept out of preseason games, and I see you, Wolf, I'm finna let you in. Now that starters are being left out of playing in the preseason still, which I said y'all might as well get ready for that. Go ahead, mentally just get yourself ready not to see these damn starters on offense. Now that they're not playing and fans are voicing their opinion on why they want to see the starters. Now all of a sudden fans are delusional and fans don't know what the fuck they talking about, and fans are being held accountable for finally trying to look at the subtle nuances of the game. First of all, we don't get the right to tell any goddamn body how involved they should be with their team just because they're a fan. Who the fuck are we to tell somebody they can't have an opinion just because they don't break down every goddamn play or break down what every aspect of the game is? They just a damn fan. But one thing everybody can see is when a team come out the gates and they look sluggish and they look lost and done for. They look like you can stick a fork in them in the first fucking game. So when some of us, including myself, because I've always felt like you should get some burn in the preseason, everybody. I've always felt like that. Unless you coming off an injury and we really just want to protect you to the point that, well, we want to make sure we won't take them kind of chances. But other than that, if you well and capable and able, you need to be playing 12 quarters. Why you can't give me 3? And break that shit up however you like out of those 3 games. But fans are being heavily criticized. And as I bring in Wolf
Yes,
Is
sir.
it still solidified, or is it Wolf? Is it Wolf respectfully? It's Wolf
Oh, it's
respectfully.
Wolf respectfully. I can't get back to solidified, but it's always solidified, man. It's always that.
Yes, sir.
Always
What's
that.
up with you, my boy?
What's going on, man? How you fellas doing, man? How's everything, man?
What's
Man,
that? What's going
trying to
on?
get over this little bug I got
Uh oh.
before I hit the block tonight.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Yeah,
You know. It's
can't not hit
interesting,
the
man.
block though. So
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting how closer and closer the pressure starts building. Closer and closer. You know, closer and closer every day. The pressure starts building. To be honest with you, I BlackBerry and,
What you
and
got? The
Will.
window down? You got the window down or something?
Yeah, I got the window down because like I'm like yo, like I'm cruising down to the house right now. Will, I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Wifey's at the gym right now. I got the little baby at the gym right now. Everybody over here, we working, man. We
Yeah,
working.
everybody in the gym over there. That's okay. The
Everybody in
family
the
in the
gym,
gym.
man. Everybody. So and Will, like what I was saying is, it's the pressure, right? The pressure every day when you're about to get to that gate, you're about to get to that 1 o'clock game, right? You're about to get to that, and it's the pressure's building. Now things are tightening up all over the place. You know what, man? At this point, I would like to take a little time to salute all the people that's about to lose. I want to salute those guys. All that's who I want to salute right now. All
You
those
breaking
families
up,
that are
Wolf. We
gonna
can't
have
hear you.
dads that are. I said all those dads that are gonna lose their jobs right now. That's what I want to salute. Do you guys hear me or no?
yeah, we can hear you now.
We
You
hear you
got a
now.
little
You
thing
were
in the
Okay,
breaking up
background.
earlier.
okay, my bad. I want to salute all those guys, BlackBerry, who are about to be on the unemployment line, right? All those guys that got retweeted when Jalen Walker made a move on them a couple of weeks ago, or when James Pierce Jr. beat them. Those guys are about to be unemployed right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, they about to be unemployed right now, and just so happens that when they were trying to make this squad, or some people that are trying to make this squad, and when JPP beat a guy that's going to work at a supermarket, that were made fun of. But now, real life happens, and there's a lot of changes that's going on with those families, right? And I take a look at Desmond Ritter and his interview with Cincinnati, and he was so happy to be back in Cincinnati. BlackBerry, Will, did you guys see that interview? He was so happy to be back in Cincinnati. He was ecstatic. But when he was drafted here, he said he was going to win a Super Bowl. Did he not? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Do your thing,
Okay.
man.
Okay. You know, that's where I'm at right now. And I hope that Raheem Morris's pressure, I hope that keeps on building. I hope that Michael Penix's pressure keeps on building, because sometimes you need pressure. And pressure is good for everybody in their lives. Pressure is good. So I hope and I pray that they are successful. I don't know. I'm not as optimistic as you guys. I know, Will, you said 13 games. I don't see 13 games. I know BlackBerry said about 12, 11. I'm not that optimistic because of the fact that it's the disappointments, and I'm on that kind of side. But again, it's just that's where it is for me personally. I can't tell anybody else where they're at, but there's a lot of people right now that are probably gonna say, "Well, Wolf, what about this? Wolf, what about that?" Yeah, what about that, right? What about 7 years of
and you know what? I don't know if you're still saying something, Wolf, but you went out a little bit. You went out though.
What
But
happened?
that brings me to that. Um, that brings me to the hope and faith conversation, and how You got content creators saying we can't go off. We shouldn't be going off of hope. We shouldn't have faith. I don't got faith in no goddamn body until they show me something. That ain't how faith works. That ain't how faith works. The good Lord can make you go through your whole life struggling without showing you any signs of a tangible blessing. You keep your faith, you go on to them pearly gates. That's your reward. You believed in me. You believed that I would do this for you. You believed that when I said you would be amongst the land of milk and honey, you'll be in the land of glory. You believe that even though I put you through a life of struggle. So this is your reward. The land of milk and honey. That's how faith works. If Raheem Morris was hired to do this job because of whatever the damn reason is from Arthur Blank. For all we know, Arthur Blank could have promised him when he come back, if he interviewed for the job, he got it. And that's how he got it. For all we know, that's what he going off of. Well, I told you I'd hire you if you came back to interview for it. So, job's yours. Who knows why the fuck he was chosen over Bill Belichick? Or anybody for that matter. But what you hope is that what he does bring to the team results in winning.
Sure.
That's what we hope.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with people that are proven to do something in his league. Just because Bill Belichick would have came here, that don't mean we would have been successful. We would have hoped it would have been.
Right.
But that's all you have to go off of. Unless you got a hot tub time machine, you went back and you went ahead in time to see that we were successful.
Right. But let's take a look at our Firebirds, right? Let's just take a look at the Firebirds, right?
Okay.
Go down our history. We, in my lifetime, where I'm at, in my life, not Big Will's, not anybody else, not nobody else, my lifetime, I might only see one more chance that the Falcons win a Super Bowl or can get to a Super Bowl. Because that's what we average, Blackberry. That's our average since 1966. And yeah, you can have all the faith in the world and you can have all this and the third. But the problem is that when is it time for you to go? When is it time for you to say, hey, you know what? Let's get this going. Because I'm doing my job. You're doing your job. Big Will's doing his job. Every content creator out here is doing their job. Every fan, every PSL owner, every cheerleader, every water boy, we're doing our jobs. When are you going to start doing your job? When is your job going to start mattering when you do something? Every fan here is doing their job. When are you going to start doing your job? When is that going to be the most important thing? Because you're holding us accountable. Guess what? I got to wake up with that 28-3 just like Matt does every week. It's just more intensified for Matt. But when I walk into a bar and I got that Falcon, I carry everybody, every subscriber here, every fan, every contract, carry all of you guys. Up here, East Coast, who's here? Wolf, 10 toes down. Here. Wolf. Where by the way, where I live, by the way, you got Philadelphia, you got Baltimore, you got New England, you got Pittsburgh, you got New York, both teams. When is your job going to be important? When am I going to start holding you accountable to do your winning? When is that going to happen?
Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
If we're 4-6
Mm-hmm.
in the 11th week,
Okay.
What has to happen
If we're 4-6 in week 11,
in week 11? What has to happen?
4-6, buddy.
1-6.
Buddy. Hey, listen. I appreciate what Mr. Fontenot has done. Appreciate you. You know, you did some great things. You're gonna have to go. Sorry, buddy.
Terry.
Pack your bags. Oh yeah, Terry's gonna have to pack his bag. What do you guys have down there? The Willow app for the homes? Yeah, you might as well put your house on the market, buddy. You're gone. Okay. If it's 4-6 now, at 4-6, again, you're telling me, well, we're gonna struggle again. We're probably not gonna be over 500. Maybe we will. We don't know. Like you just said, Blackberry, we're on faith. We're on faith, and I'm tired of being on faith. And one good year for Michael Penix. Everybody, listen. I get it. People don't like the Wolf. I understand why they don't like me. I understand that now. But one good season for Michael Penix does absolutely nothing for me. It does nothing. And there's not one man in football, and I challenge anybody. I got $100 right here, Blackberry, ready to go. Anybody that's more dependent on Michael Penix. More dependent on Michael Penix is Terry Fontenot. There's not one GM in the NFL that's dependent on their quarterback as much as Terry is dependent on Michael Penix to succeed. I challenge anybody.
Hey, but the question I got is why is Terry Fontenot getting asked for something that the coach can't crack? If
Well,
we
wait a minute.
4-6,
Yeah.
ain't no reason that should be Terry Fontenot got when everybody in the world.
But wait a minute.
thought
At
Terry-
4, but wait a minute, Big Will. At 4-6, a lot of things ain't working out, right?
That's all. The only thing that ain't working out is development and coaching. Because
Okay,
everybody,
But wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, Big Will.
Check this out, Wolf. Check this out. Check this
Wait a
out.
minute,
Now.
Big Will.
Check this out. If everybody in the world is praising Terry Fontenot for his all-season moves,
Okay.
and we get to the season,
Okay.
and around week 11 we are coming out 4-6. How the hell is that Terry Fontenot fault?
So first of all,
If he gave you the growth, that's just like if I gave you Wolf, I went out and got you the best steak, goddamn, that you can buy from the goddamn flea market or grocery, wherever you chose to get your shit from.
Right.
I get you the best steak, and you choose to have a barbecue, and you burn the motherfucker. Who fault is that?
Okay, but wait a minute now. Wait a minute. The impact players, it's supposed to be impact players that we drafted. So at 4-6, are they not working? Are they not working?
At 4-6, that means we wasn't developed, or our coaches wasn't using them how they supposed to be.
So the excuses for JPP and the excuses for Walker is that they're not developed yet. Michael Penix isn't developed yet. That's the excuse.
What I'm saying, Wolf, something went wrong, but it wasn't the talent. Something went wrong, but it wasn't the talent.
Okay, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that from Michael Penix when people like CJ Stroud had a tremendous season. People like Jaden Daniels had a tremendous season. I don't need to hear that about Michael Penix. I really don't.
What I'm saying to you, I always try to tell everybody, the most important part of us succeeding this year is going to be our coordinators. It's going to be our coordinator, because if they don't put these players in the right position to succeed out there on that field, we're going to be fucked. If your boy Zach Robinson come out and think that he got to have Michael Penix throw the ball 40, 50 times a game, we are fucked.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But Blackberry said we're 4-6. He didn't give me particulars. He just said 4-6.
He asked you a question. At 4-6, what need to happen? And the first time you said Terry need to pack it back. Why does Terry got to be fired?
Because if Terry put the talent on the field. If you put the talent on the field and the
I
talent
just
not
so
not working,
hold
what
on,
are we doing?
whoa. I bought you the steak, so it's my fault you burnt them bitches.
You must have got
Let
you
me
must have
let
got some cheap ass. You must have got
Is
some
it?
cheap ass
Hold
steaks. You must have got some cheap ass steaks
got
with the
some Philly
fries.
Depot steak.
Right, you
Is
must
it
have got
my
some
fault?
because
Hey,
listen, look,
I went to the flea market, the curry market, or the
but
grocery store
listen,
and got you the best
see,
steak out that motherfucker.
this is why I check shit, right? Look, Blackberry, right? Now all of a sudden we gotta develop Jalen Walker, we gotta develop JPP because again, like I said a couple of weeks ago, are these boys gonna go against in with people that's gonna get cut, right, and lose their jobs? These fourth stringers, fifth stringers, yeah, they look good. They
But
look good.
you heard what
And,
the first thing you said in that statement was?
yeah, they look good.
No,
They look good.
you said JPJ had to be developed. That's what you
Right.
said.
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
first thing you said.
No, no, no. I said, no, no, no. I said, what I said was that the development word goes out the window because now all of a sudden, now in week 12 of an NFL first year, now all of a sudden these boys, they run out of gas. These boys is tired. These boys is missing assignments. I don't need to hear that from 2 first round. I don't need to hear that. I don't want to hear that
Well,
because
Let
you
me let,
shouldn't hear
let me
that.
ask you this.
You
the
shouldn't
whole
hear that the way
summer.
they talking though. The way
But
they
Will,
talking about.
that's not what these dudes are putting out there. These dudes are put. Oh my God, the Falcon defense is legendary. The Falcon defense is like the 2000 Ravens. The Falcons defense is gonna
Who
get.
said they legendary?
You could go look at it. You'll find it. You'll find it. You'll
Oh
find
well,
it.
yeah, they out of pocket
Oh
for that
no no no
shit. They
no no
ain't
no no
played
no
none
no no
game
no
yet.
no 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 no. You'll find it. You'll find it. But nobody checks that, right? Nobody checks that. So now all of a sudden they legendary. Now all of a sudden, he looking like a monster. This guy's looking like a monster. They haven't proven anything. They haven't proven anything. Michael Penix has not proven anything. Matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this, Will. Give me 3 facts. Give me 3 facts.
Wait a minute. Before you ask Will that question, let me ask you
Yeah,
this question.
yeah, yeah.
And remember that question that you got for him.
Yeah, bro.
Give me. This is really not a question.
Mhm.
Well, kind of it is. Give me some variables.
Okay.
Give me
Variables.
some variables to this 4-6 and why Terry would keep his job. Give me the variables.
Okay, so the reason why Terry would keep his job is because Mr. Blake doesn't want instability. He wants stability. He's always been that type. I think he kept Mike
Okay.
Smith a little bit longer. I think he kept Dan Quinn a little bit longer than what he should have. And maybe I think he kept Arthur Smith at the right time. I would have gave Arthur another year. I'm going to be honest with you. I would have probably given him another year, but, he likes stability. And that's one variable that Arthur does like is stability. Okay.
What one thing you see in a lot of. Go
Another
ahead.
thing in your variables. I'm sorry, Will. Another thing in your
You
variables,
good? You
Black.
good?
Another thing in your variables is Michael Penix, and we 0-6, but Michael Penix is balling, or we 0-6 and he ain't balling. Which one?
4-6, not 0-6.
4-6. But is Michael Penix balling or no?
I don't know. You tell me. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay, so another variable is if he's balling, then we already know. Okay, he's not the problem. The quarterback is probably one of the most important positions in the NFL, so we're good there. We're also good at the running back position because I don't think we're going to have a problem with those two guys back there. We're also solidified at the wide receiver position with Drake. I don't know what's going to happen to Kyle Pitts. I think the guy needs to eat at 4-6. These are the variables that I'm thinking now. Is the variable on the defensive side of the ball where, listen, look, this kid is getting gassed out, Walker. We're not rotating players in, this, that, and the third. Jeff Ulbricht's defense is not handling stuff, blah, blah, blah. Then we can say, hey, listen, maybe in year 2 we'll take that step up, but it depends on how we finish. But me personally, it's hey, listen, Terry, you did a great job for many years. I would go with a new GM. And the first phone call I would make is the guy from uh and I love this guy. They should have hired him first. The other black guy that's on Louis Riddick.
Louis
Louis
Riddick.
Riddick. Yes, I would make that
Yeah, I
phone
think
call.
we all big
Yeah,
fans of Lewis
yeah,
Riddick.
yeah. Lewis Riddick. I would make that phone call. 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's what I would do. Because
What
look,
have he
Terry.
showed you that he know how to evaluate talent though and bring him in?
Because Lewis.
He just a voice.
But Lewis has denied a couple of job offers already. Will, if
And
you look at his
he
track
would turn
record,
down a couple job offers too.
he turned
Because
down. Yeah, he turned down
he
a
didn't
couple of
crack it
jobs.
in the interview. He didn't crack it in the interviews he was doing.
No,
Oh
sir.
yeah,
You
they
could
brought it
Google.
up while they asked.
Listen,
They
but you
brought it
can
up
Google
there.
this up. You can Google this right now. Lewis Riddick said he will not take a job unless a quarterback position is solidified first.
See that's making your job easy. What the fuck?
Hey,
Your job is
hey,
to
hey,
bring.
Will, hey, Will. If you hey, listen, it don't matter. Listen, if I'm a look, if you drive to Florida, if me and you drive and we teaming, and you drive all the way to Georgia, and we driving from Florida to New York, and you drive halfway, hey, bro, that's on you, bro.
No,
You know what I'm
that's just
saying?
like you telling
I,
me. That's just
Hey,
I
like you
didn't
bro.
know he
telling me.
said. I didn't
What?
know he
What?
said
Hey,
that.
bro.
What?
Hey,
That's just
bro.
like you
I didn't
tell.
know he
That's just
said
like
that.
you
Will.
telling me. Hey,
Hey,
Will
bro.
got to be able to drive 3/4 of
Hey,
the way,
bro.
and I drive
Hey,
the 1/4. What the hell?
Will, you don't think that happens you don't think that happens in the
Hell
NFL?
no, your job is the GM. I
So
want to
you
be able to bring that talent in. I want to do
listen,
that. The
you
first
don't think
thing,
that
if hold on, let me tell you this. The first thing I'm finna do, if we go 4-6, I'm finna give Terry the ability to hire his own coach.
okay,
The full
okay,
ability. Not
okay.
no guy, he gotta say so in that. No,
Hey,
I need to
Blackberry,
have the
watch
full
this. Watch
ability
this.
to
Watch this.
draw to hire my
Okay.
own coach.
Okay,
Cause ain't no
Blackberry,
way
watch
you finna
this.
make this 4-6 record my fault. If he
Blackberry,
get
watch
fired,
this. Watch this.
he hired it within
Okay.
30 seconds of getting fired.
Okay.
I guarantee you
Okay.
they
Now let me
hiring
ask you
Terry
this. Let me
Fontenot.
ask you this since you want to go there. Let me ask you this then.
What's
Did
up?
Jeff Albrecht put that defense together with the Jets, or was that Robert Saleh?
They both did it.
No, they
They both
didn't.
did it.
No, they
Yeah,
didn't. No,
they
they
said it,
didn't.
but hold on,
He was only there a year. He was
listen.
only there a year. He was
Huh?
only there a year. He was only there one year.
Obert was
Hey,
only
we
wearing
gotta
1 year.
keep. We gotta
That
keep it a buck though, Will. If we gonna give one person
let's keep
credit
it a
and
buck.
any
Hold on,
other spread,
hold on. No, no, no.
Salah
You
put
got
that
to think.
defense
How,
together.
how many
Salah put that
years?
defense
Hold on.
together.
How many years was goddamn Obert the defensive coordinator of the Jets?
One.
No,
One.
the hell he wasn't. No,
One.
the
Go
hell he
check.
wasn't.
Go check.
No, the hell, bro.
Go check.
They both, when did Raheem Morris and Obert leave Atlanta Falcons?
I think it was 2020.
Where did Obert go?
I don't know because
He
Holbrook
went
name
to the
wasn't
Jets.
popping.
He was the defensive coordinator with the Jets. Robert Saleh got the head coach with the Jets. Obert went to the Jets to be defense
Listen,
coordinator. Robert
Google
Saleh,
it. Google
I,
it.
I ain't got
Google
to
it.
Google. I know it right here. We can
I'm
Google it
trying
right
to
now.
tell you,
I bet.
he didn't put that defense together. It was Salah. He wrote
Hold
up
on.
the
So
Salah back.
your
So
argument, Wolf, is
so
that your argument is that Obert only coached defensive coordinator 1 year. That's your argument.
listen, he didn't put that defense together.
I'm,
That's my
I'm asking
argument.
the question now. I'm asking the question.
Listen,
What
you
is it?
saying
What
that
is it?
somebody, listen, you saying somebody jumping on somebody back, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? He jumped on Salah back. It's the same thing how
Bro,
a lot of these coaches
him,
jump on other coaches and get they back. It's just
him
like
and
Mark
Salah.
Jackson. It's just like Mark
Listen.
Jackson and Steve Kerr. Mark Jackson,
Listen,
Steve Kerr.
Wolf.
Mark Jackson did that. Mark
Him
Jackson
and
put that team
Salah did
together.
the interview. Him and Salah
Mm,
did the interview.
okay.
Salah had the defense. He had majority of the defense the first year.
He did not.
The other years, Obert took over the play calling by himself. They said it. They said it in the interview, bro.
Bro,
Obert
listen,
took
I
over the
live here.
defense.
I live in Jets country. Will I live in Jets
I,
country?
I
That's
hear
not.
you, but
That's
I hear
not what
that.
happened.
But yeah,
That's not
that's
what
what happened,
happened.
dog.
That listen, you saying that people jump on other people back for that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes it work like that. It works like that in the NFL all the time.
Look,
That's
Wolf,
how it
the
works.
chat telling you wrong, Wolf. Come
Okay,
on,
that's
man.
but listen,
Come
you
on
think
now.
I'm worried about what the chat
Come
telling what
on
they
now,
gonna tell
Wolf.
me?
I'm saying,
Right?
bro. He was there
Right.
for more than 1 year defensive
Okay,
coordinator.
but he didn't put that defense together. That was Salah's defense. That wasn't his defense. He wasn't the main man. What I'm saying is he wasn't the main man.
No,
Like if you and
he
BlackBerry
wasn't the
have a
main
show,
man.
listen, hold on, hold
They
on.
both did it together. They
I
both did it together.
got
That's
you.
what I keep
Listen,
trying to
listen
tell you,
to
dog.
me. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody in the chat is this is what I'm trying to tell you. BlackBerry and Will have different channels, but if they come together and it's under Will, then guess what? Will's the front man. and BlackBerry played whatever part he played, and it could be the opposite. BlackBerry could be the main guy, and we'll play the opposite. He was the gopher. He was the gopher. He was going to get the Chargers, go get the Gatorade, go get this, and then he started doing the main work. But he wasn't the main one over there. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not the
Okay,
main
so
guy over there.
who defense does Robert Sala run? Who defense he run?
Silent DeMarco Ryans. Now DeMarco Ryans in them.
No. Who defense do Robert Sala run?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
The Seattle Seahawks. They all come from that Seattle Seahawks tree. Him,
so he
Dan
run a
Quinn,
Pete Carroll
all them
defense. Pete Carroll defense.
Yes.
Pete Carroll defense.
That's
Okay.
where he's from.
Okay.
They run the same defense.
And how is Pete Carroll faring with his defense since the Legion of Boom?
His defense was always good. They talent was dropping.
No. I'm not asking you that. I'm not asking
what are you saying?
How are they faring? How are they faring? How does Pete Carroll's defense fare since the Legion of Boom?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't replace the guys. They had the same guys. They got old.
I'm just saying it sucks now, though, right?
I mean, it's still his tree still is in the NFL, dog. His tree go from Robert Sala, Dan Quinn still running his defense. His tree is still out there.
Okay, so all losers, you say, basically. All losers.
Oh, you talking about all?
I'm just saying, listen, BlackBerry, he asking me a question.
Come
They're all
on,
losers.
Come on,
They're all losers. Except Pete Carroll, they're all losers. This is what
they
telling
done
me.
won somehow.
No. What I'm saying though, BlackBerry, is that Pete Carroll has his Super Bowl, but everybody else doesn't have a Super Bowl, right?
What did Dan Quinn go to the playoff last year?
Dan Quinn got
Did Dan Quinn go to the playoff last year?
He sure did. Yeah.
Yes, with the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah. But did he win a Super Bowl? Will for me, it's
same defense out of
for me, it's Super Bowl or nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Will.
It's 31 teams that be disappointed every year, Wolf.
Yeah.
31 teams,
Hold on. Check this out. As Georgia Texas boy said up earlier in the chat, somewhere up there in the chat earlier, Pete Carroll has given second and third chances before he won one.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ty Bowles.
Sure.
If you think about it, same thing with Bill Belichick.
Sure.
He was given a second opportunity.
Sure.
So
not everybody is gonna be Sean McVay.
Give a second opportunity.
Their first opportunity. Mm-hmm. The first opportunity they get with their first team, they hit pay dirt.
Right.
Not everybody's Sean McVay. It rarely happens.
Sure.
And if all we have to go off of is what they've done as defensive and offensive coordinators, because nobody's going to get a job as a head coach before they pass through the OC and DC lanes.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So that's really all you have to go off of. And if they've been a part of organizations that have won as defensive coordinators, as offensive coordinators, that's all you have to go off of.
Okay.
Now, some people might look at some people might look at Jim Harbaugh and they might say, well, does that really did that count for, did it go that way for Jim Harbaugh? Absolutely.
Right. Sure.
Because if he doesn't leave San Francisco and go to Michigan, we would have been looking at him like, what's up, bro? Like, how do you give Jim Harbaugh another opportunity?
Right.
After what happened in San Francisco.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all you really got to go off of as far as them being a winner or not.
No. I totally understand that. It's just that, listen, what the Falcons do and what they have been doing for over a decade is they chew their gum, they spit it on the floor, and they pick it back up to recycle it and put it back in their mouth. Because you could have went another way. The Falcons always go comfortable to what they know. The coaches that they've hired are who they know. We've had other candidates that you look at and you be like, yo, that's a good pick. He has no connection to the team. A lot of these coaches have connections to the team already. It's like recycling. And I know people don't want to have that image in their head, but literally, they picked up the gum from the floor and they put it back in their mouth with these hires. Now you got more pressure. More pressure. Because Raheem might not get another shot. And I like Raheem. I like Raheem. Like him. And he might not get another shot. I like Terry too, Black.
Why
He
do
might
why
not
do you
get
like
another shot. Who? Raheem?
why do you like Raheem Morris?
Why do I like Raheem
Hold
Morris?
up.
I
Before
like
you
Raheem
answer
Morris.
that, before you answer that, Black Bear,
Yeah.
was Dan Quinn a recycle hire, or did they hire a firm to find Dan Quinn?
I think they had a
Uh
connection to
oh.
Dan Quinn. If you let me research that, if you let me
No,
research
they
that, Will,
didn't.
I think they had a
They hired
connection.
a firm. They hired a firm to hire Dan Quinn. Dan
You
Quinn
know
was
what? You know what? I think
the
they
hot
did have.
candidate.
Okay, but listen, the two guys that you hire now, are they recycle guys? See,
Arthur Smith was definitely not. Arthur Smith wasn't a
no.
recycle
Answer
guy.
yes or no. Answer yes or no.
Listen,
Are they recycle
listen. What I'm
guys?
saying. What I'm
No, no,
saying to
no.
you, Wolf.
Are they
I'm going
recycle
to your
guys?
argument. No, I'm going to
Listen,
your argument,
are
Wolf.
they recycle guys, the guys that they have now? You see how you don't
You
want to
said
answer? You
Atlanta
see how
Falcons.
you
No,
don't
you
want to
see how
answer?
you're changing it, Wolf.
I'm not
You said
changing
the Atlanta
anything.
Falcons. You said the Atlanta Falcons hire
Okay.
recycle
Yeah, recycle.
coaches.
Yeah, recycle coaches.
Dan Quinn, Arthur
Okay.
Smith was not recycled. They had nothing to do with Atlanta.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they do not hire what they gave Raheem Morris another
Okay.
chance.
If I find
He never.
Neither was
listen,
Mike Smith.
so Mike
Neither
Smith,
was Mike Smith. Neither was Mike Smith. That's three coaches.
a BlackBerry. So again, if I produce a picture between Arthur Smith's father and Arthur Blank, would that be acceptable?
A
So
picture.
in your case, Wolf,
So
in
wait a
your
minute,
case, you saying, hold up,
It's a
hold
yes or
up.
no. Wait a minute, Will. Hold on, because
What
you
is your
told me to say
question?
yes or
What is your
no.
question? What is your question?
If I so it's somebody that he's connected to. Somebody he's connected to, which is Arthur Smith's father. He has a great
Oh
connection.
yeah. If you
Okay,
can
okay,
produce it, I'll
okay,
put it up.
okay. So then that's a recycle guy, then, right? Black. If I produce that picture, okay. You see that?
No, no, no.
You see how? You see how?
If they,
Will? You
bro,
see
if they
that?
hired a
Come on,
firm to
come
hire these
on,
guys,
come
how's this a
on,
connection,
come
dog?
on. Anyway, okay. Well, you know what?
So
You're
hold up, let me
100%
ask you
right.
a question. Wolf, let me
Listen,
ask you
you're
a question.
100% right. You're
Was
100% right.
Arthur Smith not one of the hottest candidates at that time? Was he not? Yes or no?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
He was
what is
Okay.
the
the
hottest
what
candidate.
Okay.
was Dan
But wait a
Quinn not
minute.
the hottest candidate
Wait a
at that
minute.
time?
Okay, but at that time, he probably could have went anywhere he wanted to. He chose Atlanta because he knew that he thought he was going to have Matt Ryan for 2 more years. Yes.
No, we're not moving the goalposts. We asking about your
Oh,
coaches
I'm
right
not
now.
moving the
That's what we
goalposts, but
asking
if you're
about.
That
explaining
is
it,
why he
okay.
took the
So
job. He did say
that's
that
why
was
he took
part
the
of his
job.
decision making. He did
Yeah,
Yes.
say that.
Okay. That's
that's why he
okay.
took the
Yeah. Okay.
job. Okay,
What's
so
the
you see
reason
how
Raheem say
Will
he got
when
the job?
Will's
Hold on.
wrong,
Hold on.
listen, Black. When
What's the
Will is
reason
wrong, he
why?
doesn't want to admit. Listen, when Will is wrong, he doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. I have
What
no
am I
problem
wrong
admitting
about?
that I'm
What
wrong.
am I wrong about?
Right?
What
Okay.
am I wrong about?
I'm trying to tell you, he's a
Ev-
recycled guy. I'm
Everybody,
trying to tell you,
everybody,
he's
everybody,
recycled.
everybody in the chat know I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Every
Okay, that's
time I'm
fine.
wrong.
Listen, that's I'm not even paying attention
So
to the chat. Salute to everybody in chat. I'm not even paying attention to the chat.
look,
But anyway, listen,
hold
I'm
up,
not even
man.
paying attention. But listen, look, shout out to everybody in chat, but I'm really not paying attention to the chat. But yo, Black, you know why I like Raheem? He's a Jersey kid. He's grinded. I think that he should have had an opportunity a little bit sooner than what he had because he had a messed up situation in Tampa. He did have a messed up situation in Tampa. I think he had a kind of messed up situation with us when he was the interim, but I don't think that he was really considered as the interim. So
Yeah, he wasn't being
yeah.
considered. Yeah.
I like him because he's very knowledgeable. He's definitely a people person. He's a more people person than what people give him for. But this is the thing, right? There's more Raheem Morrises in the NFL as head coaches than there is Bill Belichick's. You know, there's more Raheem Morrises in the NFL now. So I mean, listen, I want him to succeed. I do. It's not that I want to cheer against the guy. I don't want to cheer against him, Black. I really don't. but you gotta turn this thing around so we can have some type because we want some type of excitement. Do we not? Does anybody in the chat not agree? Do you guys not want
We do.
excitement?
But in your
So
logic, you're saying nobody deserves a second chance. In your logic,
how did I
because
say second
because the
chances? It's
Falcons
just
gave
that
this
they
guy a second
recycle.
chance. Listen,
There's
listen.
nothing wrong with recycling, Will. There's nothing
Recycle,
wrong with that.
recycle means second chance, right? That's
Okay,
what
well then
recycle
if they
means, right?
recycle, so Will, hold on. So the plastic fork that you use and stuff like that has probably been in the garbage before, has it not?
Yes, and it got a
Okay,
second chance.
okay.
It's back in your, it's
So there
back in
you
your
go.
house, right?
So there you
But I'm
go.
saying,
So what I wanted, what some of us wanted was maybe fresh faces that maybe we didn't recognize. Is that too much? Is that bad to ask for?
no,
Is
what I'm
that is that
saying,
bad?
this
Is
guy
that bad?
deserved the right to make good on his mistakes. He
Okay,
deserved the
so if
right
he
to
goes under
improve.
500, if he goes under 500 at 4-6 at week 11, like Blackberry said, are you going to be happy?
No, but that wasn't your
Okay,
argument. Your argument
okay,
was to fire Terry Fontenot. That was your
yeah.
argument.
I think you fired Terry over Raheem.
No, hell no. Hell
Okay,
no.
so you fired Raheem over Terry.
Damn right. I would fire Raheem
Okay.
over Terry
Well,
and give
well,
him.
that's cool. Listen, I'm not gonna disagree with you. Okay, that's I can see your point, but I would fight. My point is I would fight. Why is my point so? Oh my God, and your point is like
Because
why is that?
it made no sense to that why he was
Oh,
being
but
Let me
fired
no,
tell
it
because
you
of
makes
why
four
I
no
four
don't
sense
four
to
agree.
six,
you.
Let
dog.
me tell you why I don't agree, Wolf. Let me tell you
Okay,
why I
go
don't
ahead.
agree with firing Terry if we at
Okay,
4-6 in week 11.
okay, okay, go ahead.
Because you could be 4-6 and still go on to win the rest of those games.
4-6, so you would be 10. No, so 7 games in a row.
You can win 7 straight games. You
Okay,
can
and
win
we
6 games and still finish with 10 wins.
okay, and we always
You can
split
win
with the
6 out of
Saints.
those 7.
Okay, in our last 2 games, we split with the Saints all the time, and we got the Rams week 16. I don't know if we're gonna win 7 in a row, Black. That's just not where I'm at. You
You
see
can
what I'm
win 6
saying?
out
That's
of
just
7. But
if we're four. Listen,
that's
if
why
we're
I asked
four
you
and
to give me
six,
your
if we're
variables.
four, yeah. But if we're 4-6, that if those are 2 losses that I think in my head, those are 2 losses. It's already 8. So we're gonna finish 9-8 or 8-9. And I would hope that we finish 9-8, right? We would hope that we finish 9-8, right? Like I
Right.
think, yeah, I think everybody agrees with that, which is okay. I get that, right? And it's one more game over like 1 game over 500. Maybe it's in a positive direction. You're right, but I don't know if they're gonna win 7 in a row. I don't know when the last time the Falcons won 7 in a row. When is that?
You know how you say that people going off hope. Wolf
Hmm.
is going off fear right now. That's what I hear. I
Fear.
hear fear. I hear
Oh
fear in Wolf's voice
God.
about this
You
team.
know what? The
That's what
last
I
time
hear.
the
I hear
last time
that.
I feared anything, the last
We
time
ain't
I
talking
feared
about
anything
nothing
was
you feared in your personal life. I'm talking about
I
far as
oh
do
this
my
I
God.
sports.
do hear a
The
lot of
Far as
last
this
caution.
time I
sports, I
feared
hear fear.
anything.
I
I
hear
hear a
fear in
lot of
your
Okay.
voice, Wolf. I
Okay.
hear it.
So it's
I do hear a
fear that
lot
I
of caution,
have.
Wolf. But let me tell you why I think I hear that caution. I think I hear that caution because of what
Okay.
most, even Will,
Right.
even some Will has said.
Right.
I hear that caution because most fans want to see it happen. They want to
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
They want to see it. They don't want to just they not okay with just analyzing the personnel, analyzing the coaching staff, and saying, well, the coaching is proven in places. The players, they've been dominant where they were before. So they should bring that production along with them to Atlanta. But that ain't enough. We still want to see it first. And that's why I said, give me your variables. To why you say, well, Terry probably need to pack his bags if we at 4-6, because it's so many things
Yeah, it's so
that
many
could lead
things, Black. You're right. Yeah, it's so many things. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because Michael Penix could go down
Right.
and we could
Oh my
already
God.
been
Don't say that.
untraded.
Oh my God. Don't say that.
Knock on wood. Knock
Oof.
on wood.
Don't
Your
say
number
that.
one quarterback could go down.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your
Yes, sir.
your backup quarterback could waive his no trade clause, and they
Yes,
could have
sir.
been untraded him
Yep. Yep.
before the trade deadline.
Yep.
So that means you got Easton Stick or or Davucci or whatever the fuck his
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah. Right.
So
But
it could be that. It could be, injuries.
it could be a lot of things. But what I'm saying, listen, but
Trade,
what I'm
take it
saying,
into
though,
account.
yeah, but Black, I'm just freestyling off the dome. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like I can't sit there and like if you asking me a question like that, and there's variables to a lot of things and X's and Y's and blah blah blah. And listen, I don't disagree with Will if he wants to fire Raheem at 4-6. I don't disagree with that neither. I don't because I think people have not backed Raheem Morris 100% neither. I don't think they backed him 100% neither. And I think a lot of Falcon fans they're sour over that hire still maybe until maybe he wins. This is what I'm saying. Listen, in the NFL, the only cure is to win. You have to win. And this is what I'm saying. The game one for me, game one is a must win against a divisional opponent that wants some get back for what we did to them last year. And I'm trying to tell you, the Bucks ain't listen. They're going through injuries. They're going through all types of stuff. It's a must-win game for me. The Wolf. It's a must-win game. If you telling me, yo, this is what is, yo, all right, yo, we gotta get this game. For me, just to get on the right track, we need this. Black. We need the clothesline the Bucks first game.
That's a
That's why
personal
I'm at.
outlook on it.
Yes. That's
When I look,
you know,
when I look at it,
Will
I'm not looking at it
yeah,
in a
yeah, right,
personal
right,
outlook.
yeah, right.
I'm looking at it in a statistical outlook.
Sure.
I'm not looking at it that way. So when I say it's not a must-win game, that's because I'm looking at it like, I don't like losing to them, and I sure hell don't want to lose to them.
Right.
But it's the first game of the year.
Exactly. And we can listen,
Yeah,
Minnesota.
that's a must win because it counted 2 games. Period.
Right.
It counted 2 games.
And Will, you know how I'm looking at it, Will? You know how I'm looking at it? We could be up 2-0 in the division by week 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could be up 2-0 in the division by week 3. Now, Black, that puts a lot of pressure on Tampa right there. And they're running through a gauntlet. After we run through a gauntlet, their gauntlet is crazy. So we could be up 2 games, 3 games, and we could close this. We could close it week 14, week 15. We could put the stamp and kiss the baby like Ocho Cinco. We could kiss the baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want them boys to be playoff ready. Listen, there's not one guy, Black, I'm telling you, and people there's not one guy in the AFC that wants to face Joe Burrow in the first round. There's not one quarterback. And that's what I want for Michael Penix. I want motherfuckers to be like, yo, we got Mike coming in? Yes, Michael, the arrow, he's coming to town. Get ready. That's what I want. I want that same aura that Joe Burrow has. I want that for Michael Penix. That's what I want.
But ain't nobody scared to face Joe Burrow because they offensive line suck. Their offensive line suck ass. He gonna get sacked by 7 times.
Hey, Black, was it Joe Burrow that said get your refunds to Buffalo and Kansas City? Was that Joe Burrow that said get your refunds? Well, yes or no? Yes or no?
That was him.
Okay.
But Cincinnati easy to defend though. They don't have no run game.
Okay. Hold on, Black. Cause see, Will, did the great Patrick Mahomes say there's only one guy I fear? Joe Burrow. That's what he said. Joe Burrow beat Josh Allen twice in Buffalo, Will. Twice in Buffalo. Yeah, that's the guy. Trust me.
The defense stopped Josh Allen. That's what stopped Josh Allen. Cincinnati defense stopped Josh Allen.
Cincinnati went to Buffalo in a storm. Will, look at the playoffs. They went up there.
I looked at it. Okay. And the defense had a big stop on Josh Allen. That's what got Cincinnati to win.
Okay, so Josh is 0-2 against Joe. That's all I know. Patrick is 1-1 against Joe. That's what I know.
The efforts of both the offense and the defense got the damn win. And
come on, man.
Yeah.
Joe's the best quarterback in the league.
Nobody saying Joe Burrow. Nobody saying Joe Burrow is not dangerous.
He don't like Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is a dangerous quarterback. We know that. He came out the SEC. I've seen plenty of them.
Okay.
He's a dangerous quarterback. Yes.
That's a bad white boy.
Nobody's doubting that.
White boy, right?
Cincinnati is easy to defend.
Okay,
they have no run game. They have no run game.
What I'm saying is look, I want Mike to I want Mike to go to Philadelphia the first game. I want Mike to go through that. That's what I want for Mike Penix. First round, Philly. What's up? We here. What? That's
I don't want Joe Burrow for him. I don't want that because that means we put too much on his arm. I want him to lean on that run game. That's what I want him to
Yeah,
do.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, but it's just me being, you know what I'm saying? Me being, nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being nostalgic. It's not. We have a run game. We have a great wide receiver. I think Drake don't get talked about a lot. Drake's great. Oh, I listen. Nobody talks about Tyler Algier. I know that him and Pitts. Yo, bro, listen. This offense could be crazy. This is just for me. Just me being how I am up here. I want to, I want to kick the door down to some of these bars up here, man. I want to be able to kick the door down, bro. That's what I want. And that's what I always do. I always do that, but I want to be able to kick the door down like, yo, what's up? Oh, yo, y'all home? Oh, damn, that's crazy. Y'all home already? Damn.
But it always be like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like fear and confidence in a fan base. That's a part of being a fan. So you're gonna have that fear
Yeah.
of what we didn't get done, and you're gonna have that confidence, hoping that what we brought in will get
Of
us to that
course.
next level. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
what we need. That's what we need folks to understand, not get so butthurt on other folks' opinions and shit like that.
Nah,
We need to
man.
know, we need you to know, hey, it's gonna be folks that are fearing for what we
Yeah.
did in the past, and it's gonna be folks that are hopeful for what we have brought into this team.
Sure.
But that's
Sure.
why I asked the question.
Right.
That's why I asked the question about the 4-6 about week 11. That's exactly why I asked that question.
Mm.
Because if we at 4-6, we know it's gonna be a barrage of damn Falcon fans all over social media encouraging Arthur Blank to fire the shit out of somebody. Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, Jeff Ulbrich, Zach Robinson, clean house, start all over again. Fuck everybody. Fire every goddamn body. We know at 4-6 that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I asked that question for that reason is because if they go on to still make the playoffs after starting 4-6, how much of it matters that they didn't play well the first 10 weeks?
It don't. It don't.
It don't matter.
Yeah, and that's the point to what you're saying with the 4-6. I don't believe Raheem will be fired anyway. I think he'll be allowed to finish out the whole thing. Cause at that point, Arthur Blank gonna be like, okay, it's time to chop up that shit, and we're trying to go another direction. You know what I'm saying?
Because
But he's
really,
gonna get the whole year.
You have to, because look at how much is invested. Look at how much is invested. Not just money, but look at how much is invested in that Michael Penix Jr. pick. Look how much invested in it. Not only did that pick play a part in Kirk Cousins and how he fell off a fucking cliff, but it also played a part in the fan base being excited about what's happening in Atlanta. Whether you want to say it's about having a black quarterback, what the fuck ever, who cares? It's the fact that the boy can ball his ass off, and we know this because we got a small sample size of it, and we seen what he did in Washington. He put that school back on the motherfucking map. So we know what he's capable of as far as what he's already done for the fan base. He got the fan base excited. He can make the throws. He got the arm strength. He got the intelligence. And he can use his legs. We feel like we got the total package. Excuse me. We feel like we got the total package in Michael Penix Jr. Ain't nobody denying that. So if we at 4-6, I want people to think about something. In 2015 or 26 in that Super Bowl season when we went to the Super Bowl, the Falcons won the remaining 4 of their games after the bye week. Before that bye week, we was right there at being goddamn 500. We was like one game over 500, maybe 2. I can't remember. It was like 1 or 2 games over 500. 1 or 2 games where we lost, like we've been accustomed to doing, by 1 possession. 1. If we at 4-6 in typical God damn, boy, my cold coming back. Hold on. My goddamn cold coming back. But in typical Falcon fashion, if we at 4-6, okay, and we got a handful of games out of those 6 that we done lost by 1 possession, that's typical Falcon fashion, right? But we got this total package quarterback who ain't been playing bad. We looked at, we doing the variables. He ain't played bad. We just ain't been able to come up with these wins. We look on the defense side of the ball. Well, it's the defense giving us opportunities later in games. All of these things got to be taken into account. If we at 4-6 as a fan base, what I would want us as a fan base to do was to remember what we felt like we had coming into this season. A total package quarterback. That's what we felt like we had. And if we done had a guy like Matt Ryan in the past who took us into being the number 8 offense overall in history, along with Kyle Shanahan's playbooks, play calling, I might add, and along with a young defense that started to pick it up as the season went on in the latter of that season. If we look at the comparisons to that season, we should be fine at 4-6. At 4-6, we should be fine.
Yeah, but that's
because we still taking in mind, like Will was saying earlier, Wolf, we still keeping what in mind.
Yeah, no, I get it. But 4-6, you would be okay if you're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hold on, wait a minute. Because yes, I'm with you 100% on we high on JPJ, we high on Jalen Walker, we high on Billy Bowman Jr. and Xavier Watts, what they can bring to the table. They guys that can come make a difference right now on this football team. I'm with you 100% on that. But I also know that there still has to be some development still got to be taken into account with those guys. While we do believe that they can be these guys that can plug and play right now, if we are going to give coaches a year to get themselves acquainted with the NFL, if we're going to give rookies and first year players, we got to do the same for even the guys like them who we say, well, they plug and play right now. They ready to play right now. We still got to do that because it's only fair to them, and it's only fair to Terry Fontenot. It's only fair to the scouting department. It's only fair to the development of the players and the team.
Yeah,
we might not like it, but it's just part of a development process that has to take place. So if we at 4-6, we think to ourselves, yo, you know what? But we still might be all right. We still might be all right at 4-6, especially if we going off of what most people are trying to project us at as winning 7 to 9 games. Because if we win 9 games, we can still win this division. We can still make that 7th seed in the playoffs. And then who knows what happened after that? Just get in the dance. Ain't that what we say in football? Just get in the dance.
Sure. But it's getting a dance, and either you're gonna go home with the prom queen or you going home with the fat girl. Which one?
I'm just trying to get some.
I'm just saying. But you see, but there's all like listen, but there's also variables to everything that you're saying too, right? If I'm 4-6 and I'm the Kansas City Chiefs and I got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, well then I'm not really that concerned, maybe. But if it's Raheem Morris and Michael Penix and I'm at 4-6, man, there might be some things there. If I'm Mike McDonald and Tua Tagovailoa, who I'm 4-6, there might be some things there. But if I'm Josh Allen and Sean McDermott and I'm 4-6, I might not think about it as much. Black, you know that. Come on. It's either we going to go to the prom or we leave it with the prom queen or we leave it with the fat girl. Which one?
Absolutely. But
okay, so it's variables to that.
Andy Reid was kissing his sister for 4 years straight in Philadelphia.
There you go. There you
And
go.
then
So,
goes on to Kansas City.
so right,
Pay dirt.
it does a lot of great things. And again, this is what I'm saying. So there's variables to that. If I'm 4-6 and I'm a Falcon fan, dude, how this fan base is? Oh boy. That's great content at 4-6. But the content up there, me and you will have 5,000 subscribers. The way that we're gonna go crazy at 4-6, the content will be crazy.
Go ham.
It's gonna go ham because at 4-6 we're gonna be like, what was? And then are we losing? Are we losing these games typical Falcon way, where we have the lead and then we're blowing it, or are we just getting blown out? Because that's also a variable of how we're losing these games. And Black and Will and Black, you know the schedule. We're facing 4 playoff teams our first 5 weeks.
Got a tough.
Sometimes,
It's gonna be a tough outing.
right?
It's gonna be a tough outing.
Sometimes it's who you beat when you beat them. That's all I'm saying.
So scenario
Right.
here. We go 4-0 in the beginning of the season.
Oh, I'm
Before the
celebrating.
bye week.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go crazy.
After the bye week, we come back. We 4-4. The next 4 weeks. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Oh.
Somebody about to get fired?
Oh. How the hell are we? How the hell? Wait a minute. My first question would be, how the hell we beat 4 playoff teams and we lose it to the Patriots? Because we got the Patriots.
Because it happens, and it
How we losing
especially
to?
happens to Atlanta teams.
Oh, how we losing to the? We're losing to the Jets.
See, look, we got to think about. We got to stop thinking about the NFL like we do college, because the NFL, the teams change every year. Every year it's proven. It's proven. It's proven. Every year the team changes. Everybody's good in the NFL. It's one play, one wrong decision, play call that costs you a game. It's literally the game of inches.
And look, Will, those games that we looking at in the beginning of the season saying, damn, we got 4 former playoff teams from the year before.
Yeah, we got to start looking at that.
Non-playoff teams.
I don't know about that far, but they can turn out not to be as good as we think.
Good.
Yeah.
How many new teams was in the playoffs last year?
It'd be 4 new teams every year. It's proven fact.
So if we know this, of course all we got is what we've already seen right now. Of course, we know that them teams is considered to be playoff caliber teams as of right now, but we could beat those teams and then proceed to lose the teams that people say we should beat, and be looking at a 500 record in the first 10 weeks of the season. Are we still gonna be looking at Terry Fontenot like, yeah, you got to go? Are we still gonna be looking at Raheem Morris like, yeah, you got to go? Well, they beat the teams you said that they need to beat the most. They beat those teams. They just didn't beat the other teams up to that point. So it's a lot that can happen. Deshaun Coswell, he in here. What's up with you, Deshaun? We got about a good 5 minutes, so I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Yeah, I'm there with what the problem is. I mean, I know I'm hurt a lot of people feeling, but all that shit is Grady's fault. If Grady was doing his job, he would have won Super Bowl, and he would have won like 5 Super Bowls.
And this motherfucker, get him on the stage right now. Get this motherfucker on the stage right now.
Oh hell!
We almost went the whole show without hearing it. We almost went.
That was good, Deshaun. That was real good.
But to be honest, man, to me,
Damn.
This week right here is either you gonna get a job or you're gonna be unemployed or working at Publix. But I see a lot of people they're gonna be mad next week because
Why you say that?
your favorite player ain't gonna get on the team.
Give me a name.
What the boy name? Smiley face. Start with the C. What the name? Start with the C. Quarterback. Phillips. I think he gone. I think Phillips
Hold
gone.
on. Who you talking about?
Ain't last name Phillips. Clark Phillips.
We ain't got nobody last name. Oh, Clark Phillips.
Yeah.
Clark
think
Phillips.
he
Oh,
gone.
you think Clark Phillips gonna be? You think they're gonna cut him?
Yeah. And see who else gonna be mad. I know everybody gonna be mad because Nick Nash ain't gonna make it. And you know what? I like KC, but I hate people talking about Seagul's gonna be the fifth receiver. What? Do you see that, BlackBerry?
Who being okay? You say you like Casey? Hey, Casey Washington.
Yeah, but they saying Seals gonna be Seals. Oh, I say the name right. Gonna be the fifth wide receiver.
Oh yeah, David Seals the fifth. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I see Drummond and Blair should be ahead of him because they looked real good. Anybody? Go ahead.
I think we only gonna keep 6 receivers, and I think those 6 receivers gonna be.
I think it's gonna be 7. It's gonna be 7.
I think those 6 gonna be Drake London, Donnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, Jamal Agnew,
Might be gone too.
that special team boy,
Jamal Agnew might start the season on injury.
Hodge.
What about Blair?
Derek Hodge, and I think that 6th guy gonna be between David Seals the fifth and Chris Blair. It's probably gonna be Chris Blair.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 7. We got too many on that play on special teams, BlackBerry. Watch what I tell you. Too many on play on special teams. It's gonna be 7. We're gonna carry 7.
Chris Blair and Jamal Agnew will be playing. They will be 2 of the receivers on special team.
And then another person here will be mad. Anderson might be gone.
Troy Anderson?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a big possibility.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He ain't gonna be gone nowhere. They got something cooked up for Troy. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Okay,
They got something cooked up for Troy.
What is this master plan they got for?
I don't know. I don't know. But it's no logical reason why you should hold on to Troy right now. Why hold on to Troy if you ain't got that plan for him?
Because you don't have to make any cuts until
They didn't have to cut DJ Chark, but they cut him.
Man, he must have been talking shit or something.
They cut him.
No,
that was quick.
but Trump was ready to go sit down anyway. He's already said he was about to retire anyway. So that's guy looking at play like I already go sit down. So they don't count. The reason I say Anderson gonna go because even though they ain't cutting him right now, that don't mean they want to keep him. That mean they just say, okay, I haven't pulled the plug yet. But the next week, he might be gone.
Now, like I said, if he can't get healthy, then I can't help him. I'm sorry. But at least give him the opportunity. That's all I say. If he can't get healthy, then he can't get healthy. I ain't got that to say for him. But
that's what it looked like.
You know what I'm saying?
Get healthy, Will.
Then I ain't got no argument. If he can't get healthy, you can't help me.
He literally the only person that's on the injury report.
The breath
on the injury list, I mean.
Get that man some.
He ain't the only person. I ain't new on the injury list.
He ain't gonna be here either.
With a bleep. He on there with a bleep. Clark on there with some ribs.
Let me look.
After the bye, we should be blowing out some of these teams.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say that. I
I
ain't gonna
mean,
say that.
come on, man. We got the Patriots. Come on.
I'm not. The Patriots gonna have some moxie about themselves. Brable, he builds good teams.
The
I'm not.
Colts,
He builds tough teams, dog. I ain't gonna say that.
the Colts. Come on, Colts. Come on. Panthers after that, then the Saints, then the Jets. Come on, Will. Let's keep it
and
real.
I'm just trying to hear these Panthers. All right, they're gonna win Super Bowl. Then you scared. Then
But how many times when played? How many times when played the Saints? Well, one of us had a bad record, and it still turned out to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't overlook. I can't overlook the Saints because they supposed to be sorry this year. I can't overlook them.
But look, Will, this is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why that first game for me is always important because we playing the Saints week 17, and if we're 8-8 and the playoff berth on the line, do you trust this team to win that game? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Will.
No,
You got that to
my
say,
phone
Will?
breaking up.
No.
I couldn't hear what he said. I'm in a bad area. What he say?
You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna say I couldn't hear you if I heard you.
Say it for one more time.
What did you say, bro?
I said I gave a scenario like Blackberry. We 8-8 and we got a playoff berth on the line week 17 against the Saints. You trusting this team? He didn't hear me again, Blackberry.
Okay, you went out, or I went out. You went out, or I went out.
He say 8-8. He say we 8-8 and we got a
pull up in
playoff. Yeah, pull up in the house. Then we'll say it again. Then let us know when you ready.
How's that? Ask that question again. Yeah, hold on.
Hey, but look, when I'm looking at the injury list, all right, I'm looking at it right now.
Go for it.
Troy Anderson
Gone.
Well, those are the teams we should be.
and Tyrone Whitley are on. Tyrone Whitley, the only one on injury reserve.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, offense. He won our offensive tackles.
Okay, he might be gone too.
Oh yeah, he definitely gone. He on injury reserve. He out of here.
Mm-hmm. What about Kobe?
He not on injury reserve.
Okay.
What about Troy Anderson not even on injury reserve.
What about Agnew?
Nope. Only person on injury reserve is Tyrone Whitley Jr.
Okay.
Everybody else just got boo-boos that done been reported.
But I do believe Kobe gonna make it. I don't know if he's gonna be practice squad or the 3. But I know he not going from Atlanta. Cause they really like that boy.
Look, Dredda agree with Wolf. He say he's staying. But hey man, we gonna see what happens, bro. We gotta close this thing up for these 2-hour hit. Go around the horn, man. Y'all say give your last. Well, just tell everybody who you is and where they can find you.
Hey man.
Go ahead, Wolf.
Hey man, Wolf, respectfully. And I just want to say I'm excited for the season. I'm very passionate, but I definitely have some reserves about the
Before
team.
you go, ask your question. Ask your question before you get up out of here.
No more questions. We wrapping it up.
Okay. If we're 8-8 and we play the Saints week 17, you trust this team to win that game?
Yes or no, Will?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
All right, you got your answer.
All right.
Go ahead, Wolf.
So what perspective? I got some reserves, but it's always good to talk to these brothers. Always good, even though sometimes we might disagree. That's the way it is. But I'm excited for the first game of the season. Looking forward to talking some more ball with some of these gentlemen and everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. Take care out there, man. And Daniel Jones, Gap Boy GA. Daniel Jones sucks ass. So there you go.
Okay, my turn. I like well, this is Silk Legacy. I like to say 60 anniversary equals Super Bowl. So glad talking to everybody. Thank you for inviting me. And y'all have a great night.
Appreciate you, big son. Go ahead, Will. Will Joe the Reaper. On YouTube.
Hey man, y'all already know, man. Follow me at Will the Georgia Reaper on Twitter and YouTube. Y'all know I usually say on everything, but I don't even be watching them other social media like that. So you ain't probably gonna get no interaction out of it. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube page if y'all ain't did so already. And you can catch me on Wednesday nights on Everything Allowed Sport or whatever AFN got going on. You know, if I got time, I'm there.
Blackberry, don't forget the music this time.
Don't forget what now?
The music.
What music?
The outro.
Oh, the outro. No, yeah. I ain't gonna forget it this time. I ain't gonna forget it this time, man. Hey, so yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all continue to support all Falcon content creators. At the end of the day, no matter about the take, even how stupid it may be, because yes, it is some stupid fucking takes. We all want the same result. We want the team to win a championship. And anybody tell you, I don't even want to win a championship, just be competitive. You're a fucking liar. You're lying. Who wants to sit there and damn be sitting on their motherfucking hands, waiting on this team to be competitive? We want to win a fucking championship.
Amen to that.
That's what we want. So if we got the coach that's the quote unquote chosen one, I'm happy to have the motherfucker coaching our team. If we got the quarterback that's the motherfucking chosen one, quote unquote, I'm happy he our motherfucking quarterback. But what I will not do is sit up here and feed bullshit to the fan base. Bullshit like this the egregious shit I heard, then I'm gonna wrap this up. If Ray McLeod is getting 60 targets or 60 catches, that means the defensive coordinator don't know the offensive coordinator don't know what the fuck he doing. What? That's the dumbest fucking shit I ever heard. If your number 3 receiver is getting 60 catches, that means your offensive coordinator don't know what the fuck he doing. But your number 1 receiver got how many yards? Oh, motherfucking Drake had 1,200 some yards.
1,200, yeah.
Your number 2 receiver.
Drake London had 14. Then Drake London had 1,400 yards.
Okay, 1,400 some yards. Your number 2 receiver on pace for 1,000 yards. Your number 3 receiver was on pace for 1,000 yards. Your tight end option could have been on pace for 1,000 yards if the damn quarterback would have thrown the fucking ball more. How in the fuck is your offensive coordinator no good? That's the dumbest fucking shit I ever heard. But I tell you what.
Oh no, my bad. Drake London had 1271.
Yeah, he had 12.
1271. Yeah.
But hey, man, just because y'all used to listening to somebody, don't take everything they say for seriously. Sometimes they just say stupid fucking shit. Catch us on the flip side, home team. We out of here.